What it is, my Peace and Grease here, bringing you another vid. And today, we're talking the Hallowed Nightmare. Happy Halloween to y'all. Hope y'all have a good and safe Halloween. In case I don't get to make another video within that time frame, hopefully I will though. Got a couple in the works at the moment. But we're talking about the Hallowed Nightmare today. Now, there are 3 specific Hallowed Nightmare missions. All 3 are very, very similar, in fact, near identical. So I wanted to kind of pass on some tips and tricks to y'all so that you would be aware of the best way to go about tackling these Hallowed Nightmare tactical alert missions. So the first mission is a basic sabotage. The second mission is a higher level, quote-unquote, nightmare sabotage. And then the last and final is a time attack. And they all consist of the same exact basic mechanics and features. Now, on these missions, you have no companions, no sentinels, you have no weapons, you have no abilities, you cannot even transfer to your operator. So you're probably wondering, what's the best frame to use then? If you get the same health and the same shields regardless of the frame that you run, is there a quote-unquote best option? And the answer is, in my opinion, yes, absolutely. I'm going to recommend Cora. Now you're probably wondering, but why, Peace? Why Cora? Well, quite simply because of her passive. Now, what is her passive? Her passive is Venari. Now, the Hallowed Nightmare does not remove the passive, meaning any mods that you currently have equipped on Venari, for example, bite mods, maul, things of this nature, are still in effect. Now, while you can't control Venari, you can still expect Venari to do quite a fair share of damage against the Jackonaut as well as the ghost infested running around. So I figured I'd jump in real quick, and I figured I would show you exactly why I recommend Cora. And we're just going to jump in the first mission. I'm going to show you the overall basic mechanics here. Nothing major. Let me first set this to friends only, though. And we will jump into the first one. So by completing the first one, you get a sigil. Completing the second one, you get a Dread Day of the Dead skin. And completing the third one, you get an Orokin Reactor. So those are your rewards for running said mission. Now, you're not going to get much else. If you're expecting to get a substantially more items, for example, credits or resources or things of that nature, it's not going to happen. The credits, even with the credit booster active or resource booster active, the amount of items you're going to get from these missions is pretty doggone slim. Don't expect any real XP either, since you are obviously not using any weapons. You cannot use those. Now, here is Venari. We are in the Hallowed Nightmare, and here is Venari. So basically what I do is I just run through these. I would recommend throwing some speed mods onto Cora, so she's a little bit quicker as far as getting through here. But it's up to you how you mod, because really, ultimately, it doesn't really matter. Your mods are still going to be in effect, but ultimately, was that a Neurode? No, okay. No, it wasn't. I thought it was a Neurode, for example, for a second. But don't waste your time fighting these guys. The ghost infested, they're not worth fighting. Ultimately, all they do is slow you down, and if you get mobbed, they can put you down in a heartbeat. So don't even bother wasting your time with them. Go straight to the objective marker and ignore these guys. They're not worth it, their time. Now, you're going to have 2 different types of jack-o'-lanterns in this mission. You're going to have the single jack-o'-lantern, like this guy over here. I am stuck on something. And then you're going to have the triple stack of jack-o'-lanterns, like this one here. Now, the triple stack actually creates a ring of fire, as you can see here. By hitting the triple stack of jack-o'-lanterns, it's actually going to create this ember-like ring of fire that basically destroys the enemies that are in pursuit. So it's a good idea that if you get a large amount of enemies after you, just go ahead, pop one of those triple stacks of jack-o'-lanterns and get rid of them. Now the next thing we're looking for is you're going to need 2 power cores to actually power the doors. There's usually one on either side. Whoa, can't see anything. That's the other downside to this mission, is that it is very difficult to see. Here's one right here. This is what you're looking for. So what you're going to do is you're going to hack said terminal, and when you do, a power core is going to pop out here. You're going to pick up the power core and you're going to take it to the door. So that's 1 power core down, 1 power core to go, and you just interact with the door, install the power core, and now you're looking for 1 more power core. They're usually straight across from one another. There's usually a symbol on the map that is like a little yellow line that indicates you're close to the location. Wow, look at all these guys. Let Venari deal with them, and I'm gonna just try to ignore them and look for this last terminal. Venari does a pretty good job. I'll go ahead and pop this, that way I can thin down some of these enemies. Now this tactic that you're seeing of smashing these triple stacks of jack-o'-lanterns is a mechanic you better get used to now, because it really is a system that you're going to be utilizing quite a bit when you're fighting the Jackonaut. Alright, I'm having a problem finding this. Of course I'm going to be having a problem. Look at all these guys. They are currently in the middle of fighting the ghost dogs. Okay, here it is. I was on the opposite side thinking that it was going to be on the opposite side rather than this side. But, oh well. So we got it now, and we are now going to install this last power cord. If I stop getting stuck on corners, that would be great. So as you can tell, I'm pretty much ignoring all the ghost infested. They're, as I said, they're a waste of your time. You want to get through here as quickly as you can without jacking around too much, because, wow, that's a lot. We're going to let Venari deal with those guys. Now the good news is, any mods that you have installed on Venari, for example, in Link Armor, Link Health, things of that nature, they are going to benefit your Venari, and hopefully you've had time to actually install some Forma into your Venari. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, and that's why I was going to... Let's go ahead and do this. As I said, you have no abilities. You can't even transfer. In fact, when you're seeing, I'm trying to transfer to my operator now, and it flat out won't let me. You have no abilities. You have no weapons. You have no sentinels. You have no companions. You have essentially nothing. And this is what we're looking for, the giant pumpkin. And here we go, the Jackonaut. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, punch these triple stacks of... create this fire ring. Once the Jackonaut is on fire, you can then come over and start doing some damage. You want to try to get somewhat close. Okay, let's get in there. Oops. We're going to thin down some of these guys a little bit here. Here he comes again. There he is. I personally really like this. I think it's a cool idea. It's a lot of fun. It can be frustrating at times just because... Uh-oh. When he starts doing this gas cloud thing, get out of dodge. Because I'll tell you right now, this gas cloud thing that he does can down you in a heartbeat. And these ghost dogs that are around here are not even worth trying to fight. Okay, he's doing the gas cloud thing again. So we're going to get out of here, because that gas cloud thing can hurt quite a bit. There we go. fire. So basically what I'm just trying to do is lead him from fire ring to fire ring to fire ring, and each time that he actually is set ablaze, I will then... What is he doing? I will then start trying to do damage. Now the other thing you can do is punch. That's really the only option you've got here, is punching. You can block. Okay, we're gonna just sit here and let Venari work on him a little bit. Oh, he got me. Alright, he's on fire again. We gotta burn. Oh, gas clouds. So once he starts popping these gas clouds, it's best just to leave, just to get out of there, because it's not worth hanging around. It's not worth hanging around in this situation, because it will down you. In the higher level mission, it will put you down in a heartbeat. What's he doing way back there? He can be a little buggy, I will tell you that right now. As you can see, he's way back in there. This is going to take me a little bit longer than I expected, because he's going to bug out. It looks like he's stuck. Alright, well. Okay, now he's gone, I guess. Okay. As I said, he can be very, very buggy. Okay. Unfortunately, he does not drop anything, sadly. For example, you're not going to get any mods. You're not going to get any, you know, stacks of credits or anything like that. Unfortunately, you're just kind of stuck with the mission reward. But all things considered, this is a good bit of fun. It's really kind of entertaining. And as I said, there's a reason why I specifically choose Cora, and that is because her passive with Venari still makes her active. As you can see, a whopping 68 credits. But needless to say, I hope this helps you guys out going forward. Hopefully you have a Cora, so if you have a full team of Coras all running Venari with at least 2 or 3 form in them, with bite mods and all mods that are maxed, you shouldn't have too much problems in regards to the time attacks or any of these missions for that matter. But hopefully that helped you guys out, and until next time, peace and grace.